Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope the challenge is going well for you all so far. Today, I kind of just wanted to share with everyone generally how I get my fruits and veggies in every day. I know on the Sunday email I said I was going to do this, and I think it could be very good for some people to see that. I started off here with a little Word document. So I just typed it out, everything that I'm kind of consuming every day. And so, how do I get my fruits and veggies in every day? Let's start off with breakfast. So I'll just kind of start off when I can cook. I'll usually do like a big egg scramble. And in this egg scramble, I'll generally do like a vegetable, generally a sweet potato or some other veggie. I'll kind of show you some pictures here in a second. Or I'll do an egg pizza. It's one of my favorite recipes. If I can't cook, I'll usually do this oat recipe, and I'll show you again what that looks like. I'll just pull it up right now. So this is when I can cook. I'd usually do this giant egg scramble here. As you can see, there's a bunch of potatoes in here, sweet potatoes, and then peppers and onions, and then tomatoes as well. It's very good. There's some antioxidants in tomatoes like lycopene that is very beneficial for your health. So yeah, that's kind of how I'll start off my day. If I don't, obviously, actually, I'll show you the other picture first. Here's the egg pizza too. So yeah, it's kind of like a big, giant like frittata. And the reason I call it egg pizza is because I cut it into like pizza shape, like a pizza shape. So yeah, if I could start my morning off every day with that, I would. It's a great item to meal prep as well. If you ever want to do that, I can give you the recipe as well. Just shoot me a message if you're interested in that. And then here's the oats. If I'm in a hurry, like if I have to wake up at 5:30 to go coach the 6:30 class in the morning, I'll do overnight oats and I'll put blueberries, apples. You can kind of see in here too. I have walnuts or pecans. I don't know which one it was that day. And then shout out Michaela. I just shared this with her, but I'll put a protein, the Kodiak pancake chocolate chip mix in this to give it some additional flavor. I don't like to add those added sugars in there. I kind of just do I try to get my sugars through natural sources like those blueberries, those apples, and there is a few added sugars in that Kodiak pancake mix, but it's very little and not enough to, make me worry a lot. So yeah, and then for lunch, that's usually generally when I do my training. So around training, I don't necessarily want to eat those fruits and veggies. There's a lot of fiber in them. They can slow the metabolic system down. I want things in my body that can be readily used and absorbed. And the best way to do that is to get that through like carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates especially. So this is kind of my favorite thing. I'll make a post-workout cookie dough, and this is kind of my healthy cookie dough recipe. It's phenomenal. It's quick oats. There's obviously dark chocolate chips in there. There's peanut butter. There's cocoa. There's honey. Sometimes I'll put banana in. I don't think I put a mashed banana in that one. But then also that protein powder. I'll share about my idea about some protein powder as well. So yeah, I wanted to share that one with you, obviously, because there's parts in the day where eating fruits and veggies isn't going to be beneficial. And I think whenever you're trying to go for performance, like in a workout or something like that, I would wait to have your fruits and veggies until dinner or after your workout instead of before, because you don't want to have that distress from a metabolic standpoint when you're training. And then for lunch, when I'm in a hurry and I didn't prepare anything, I'll go to the grocery store and I'll grab like a Go Macro bar or an RX bar at the store. I'll show you a picture of that at the end. But yeah, like I put here, I'm usually eating around my training. So I'll generally do something that is easier for the body to break down, like a simple carbohydrate, like that healthy cookie dough. Or that oat, this picture here. I'll do this as well around training as well, just because of all the carbohydrates in there. So yeah. And then finally, dinner. I have a kale salad recipe that's really tasty. I know kale's tough to eat because it's so bitter and it's just not tasty. So I've kind of tweaked it into my own recipe, and I added a lot of like spices in it, and obviously like extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice, and it makes it really tasty. If you want that recipe, shoot me a message and I can kind of send it to you. But it makes kale reasonable to eat, and I'll show you a few pictures of what I'll in a second on how I consume that kale. But I'll usually pair it with a lean protein and then some form of potato or other veggie. And I think this picture was from earlier this year, right here. So this is kind of a dinner that I did one night. It's turkey, then some cucumber, and then tomato, and then like a sweet potato hash. That's kind of a general dinner. That's kind of what I'll shoot for in the nighttime. And then also, let's see here. I have this picture. This is a good picture of that kale recipe. It's just chopped green kale, and then you wash it, and obviously you put those things in there. Let me know if you're interested. I can definitely send that to you. And then here's kind of just a protein source. Obviously this was ribs that night, but yeah, it doesn't matter necessarily which one you choose every night, but just having that lean protein on there, I wouldn't consider that necessarily a lean protein, but having some sort of protein on that, because obviously you're not going to get a bunch of protein in that kale. That's more the micronutrient medicinal effect of that dinner. So that's why I try to consume that kale, even though it's not the tastiest thing. It gives me those things in my body, those micronutrients that are tough to get, and then they add that medicinal holistic effect. And then, yeah, finally, snacks. What I'll usually eat is cashews, almonds, pistachios. I really like to add those nuts and seeds into my diet. It's great for those healthy dietary fats. And then those Go Macro bars that I mentioned, RX bars. And shout out to Michaela again. She just mentioned this the other day. Veggies and hummus is one of my favorite things to do. Just dipping veggies in hummus. I think the brands I use is Sabra. And then there's one from Trader Joe's that's really good too. And I don't know what it's called. It's like a Mediterranean hummus, but I love that one. And then for protein, to finally finish things off, I'll generally use Ascent protein. That's what we use at our gym. Excuse me. And then Vegas Sport is a vegan protein. I think it's really clean. I really like it too. I think there is soy in it, which can sit a little bit weird for a lot of people. But yeah, I would say these three proteins, You're the Answer is another good one, are probably one of the cleanest proteins I know, and what I would recommend for anyone that is looking for a protein supplement to their diet. Obviously, I try to get all of my nutrition through the food that I consume, and I try to avoid using those. But when I'm in a bunch, or I need some protein quick, like after a workout, I'll just make a quick shake with like a banana, oats, and then some of this protein. And yeah, that's kind of that's how I get the protein in. So yeah, that's kind of my day. That's how I kind of get my fruits and veggies in. I think it's safe to, if you consume this on the regular basis, even if you're not hitting the 7 to 8 cups of fruits and veggies mark, I think you can be sure enough to kind of ensure that you have enough micronutrients in your diet. And yeah, I guess this could be a good time too for me to show everyone how to use this Google checklist if anyone's struggling with it. Obviously, it's really easy. Let's say I had 4 cups of veggies today. You just plug 4 in, and then you click away, and it'll kind of indicate with the color how you did on that day. So yeah, that's my kind of daily intake of fruits and veggies. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'd love to answer them. But yeah, that's kind of a general day. Yeah. Keep on rocking in this challenge, and please ask any questions if you have any. But yeah, that's kind of it for today. I hope you all enjoy.